Turn it up. Yeah. Call all the deacons up. Call them up now. Ask if we linking up. Ask if we linking up. What time no sleeping time? 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 Call up the deacons, bro. Call them up now. Ask if we linking up. Ask if we linking up. What time no sleeping time? What time no sleeping time? Wake up the sleeping tribes. Wake up the sleeping tribes. Call up the deacons, bro. Call them up now. Ask if we linking up. Now. What time no sleeping time? 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 Call all the deacons up. Call them up now. Ask if we linking up. What we linking up? What time no sleeping time? In a minute now. Wake up the sleeping tribes.
I said I had to call him up. I made the phone call a Deke like, what's up? Is you ready for war? He replied, been ready for war. Been ready for a battle with swords. And I respect him cause he fought many wars. I humble down to what the scriptures say and give doubles to the elders that been leading the way. I know it's hard in this walk and they've been walking for years. So when I'm weak in the flesh, they voice attend to my ears. A young man trying to soak the wisdom, gain the knowledge, apply the scriptures. Wrong decisions leave me senseless. Dear Lord, would you give me a chance? We all looking for the code to the gate. We all looking how to...
Alright, bro. Hey, what I'm trying to do is bring out some history to edify you. Hey, how did black people get to America? How was you taught that black people got to the landmass of America today? Anybody? How we get here? Did you know it's there in the Bible? Or what? Yeah, alright, check it out. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Alright, what does Egypt mean? If you say your grandma a minister, did she teach you what Egypt meant? So you don't know, just say you don't know. Alright? Alright, give me Exodus 20. It means bondage. Alright, so he know the truth. We know about this. So what he's showing you is that your history is in the Bible. This is a history book. It's not a religion. Christianity took the this book and made a religion. You see what I'm saying? He did what? Now it wasn't misinterpreted, but what I'm saying is that this is your history book. It's not a religion, so that's what we're not teaching religion. We're teaching history. All right, read. The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2. And God, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Out the house of bondage. Egypt is just a Greek word for bondage, synonymous for bondage. All right, so in the you know what happened in the story with Moses? When Moses went to Pharaoh, what did he tell him? You know the scriptures. What did Moses tell Pharaoh to what? Let my people go. They were told to let them go from what? From bondage. The Israelites was enslaved in Egypt, right? Alright, so what I'm asking, when Moses left, how did they get out of Egypt the first time? Did what? They walked out. I thought you read the Bible, bro. Come on. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Again with ships. That's how we got here, bro. That's what we out here trying to teach you. You said we won't let you talk. Give me Proverbs 30 and 32. The reason why we won't let you talk because you ain't saying nothing. You're not speaking. We trying. You can't tell us nothing. We teaching you, bro. We teaching you. You got a tattoo that say believe. See what I'm saying? You can't even identify who Christ is. You don't know who you represent. That's why we ain't let you talk. We already teach, bro. This is our forum because if you knew, I know who Christ is. We already told you that. I'm gonna show you again though. But if you had so much knowledge, you would be over there teaching. Why you ain't teaching? You dancing, bro. Read Proverbs 30 and 32. The book of Proverbs, chapter 30 and verse 32. If thou hast done foolishly in lifting up thyself, lifted up himself and walk up here to men teaching and say, I want to tell you something, what? Or if thou hast thought evil, lay thy hand upon thy mouth. Do what? Lay thy hand upon thy mouth. That means be quiet, bro. Listen, bro. Listen to the men of the Lord and learn something.
Bring it out.
Now, you want me to show you Christ again? Give me Revelations 2 and 18. It's in the Bible. It was documented twice. Like he told you at first. If he told John, what you see, write it in the book. Why? For latter time. The latter times is now. Right? The latter times is now for us to get the Bible so we can know who Christ is, because he knew that they was going to come and tell you that he looked like this. Right. Read.
The book of Revelation, chapter 2, and verse 18. And unto the angel of the church in Thyatira write, these things saith the Son of God, who has his eyes like unto a flame of fire.
What color is fire? Red.
And his feet are like fine brass.
Like what?
Fine brass.
Alright, now what color is brass? Brown. So you got red eyes, brown skin, just like you, just like us up here. Now go back to Revelation 1 and 14. It's documented twice in the book of Revelation. Why? Because you say we don't know how he looked. How do we get this? How do we get this? Read.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Red eyes.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burnt in a furnace.
All right, so Christ was a heavily melanated man, right? Now give me Romans 15 and 4. That's what we are showing you. So first you got to understand, you got to get this image out your head first, because we grew up, we watched Passion of the Christ, the 10 Commandments, all these movies. This is the image that they gave us. They switched it. Read.
The book of Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime.
What does aforetime mean? Beforehand, right? Things that were written aforetime. Read.
Were written for our learning.
For our what?
Learning.
That's how we know how Christ looked. You see what I'm saying? Throughout the words of the Lord, they told us what Christ looked like. Read.
That we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
Might have hope. You see what I'm saying? That's our only hope that we got. All right, now give me 1 Maccabees 3 and 48. I'm going to show you what happened when we went into captivity. All right, because it's already understood. Did slavery happen? Is slavery a true event? Did it happen? Yes or no? Did it happen for real? Is it a myth? It really happened, right? So what happened during slavery? They stripped your nationality. They stripped your name. They stripped your language. They stripped everything that you knew. They stripped the way you dress, everything, right? Right. So I checked it out. Something else that they changed too. Exactly. So this is actually what this is. All right, read.
The book of 1 Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 48. And laid open the book of the law.
What's the book of the law, Will? What's the book of the law? Help them out. What's the book of the law? The book, all right, or what? This Bible. The Bible is the book of the law, all right? So check it out.
And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their image.
The likeness of whose image?
Their images.
Their images. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what whitewashing is called. That's what iconoclasm is. When they go through the same thing like they do in Africa, you seen pictures of them in the tombs, painting the hieroglyphics. Yeah, they're painting in the likeness of their image. They're trying to erase it. But they can't erase this. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why they got the power to go out and shoot a movie, Passion of the Christ. Now they talking about doing part 2. You see what I'm saying? They read the whole Bible and got all of the steps of Christ's life right, but they don't got his identity. You see what I'm saying? All right, so that's the first thing that we got to understand. That's what we were trying to show you. Now, do you understand that Christ is a man of color? All right, because today Christ would be a so-called Negro, like you. Give me Hebrews 7 and 14. I'm going to show you everything that I say coming straight out the scripture. I got your question too, bro. I'm just trying to show him something. I got you. What I'm trying to show you is that he from the tribe of Judah. That's all that Jew means. When they say that Christ was a Jew, from the tribe of Judah. That's all it means. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. These 3 tribes were known as the southern kingdom, the Jews. All right? Read.
The book of Hebrews chapter 7 and verse 14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
Out of what?
Judah.
Judah. So that means that Christ would be what? What? What did the sign say? A quote-unquote Negro.
That's right.
He will look just like you. You are a direct descendant of Jesus Christ. You're a direct descendant of Christ. We the lost sheep. We the lost sheep of the house of Israel. We the only people that Christ came to save. See what I'm saying? That was his whole mission here. You get that, Will? Do you believe it? What you confused about? All right, well, you learned something tonight, though. You can take heed and you don't study.
The so-called Jewish people. Why did they get reparation? The people, the so-called African American, y'all prefer Jew people, God chosen people. Why we didn't get reparation?
We didn't. I'm sure.
Why didn't
I'm gonna show you why. Because it was already written that we wouldn't get there. You see what I'm saying? That's why you know that everything that we've been taught was a lie. The 40 acres in the mule, it was all a lie. You see what I'm saying? Because the scriptures been here for thousands of years, but our people ain't never applied it. You see what I'm saying? All right, but with us coming into this truth and understanding, we knew that we weren't getting reparations. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you though. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 29. And thou shalt grope at noondays, as the blind grope up in darkness. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore. And no man shall save thee.
So that's what he said, that we will be groping at noonday. Groping is like scrambling, like you're trying to find where you're going. You see what I'm saying? The script,
Verse 31. Thy ox shall be slain before thy eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof. Thy ass shall be violently taken away from before thy face, and shall not be restored to thee.
You see that? It says shall not be restored to thee. So that's a part of the curses that's on us in Deuteronomy 28. That's how we identify who we are. When the other people say that they say they're Israelites, or they say that they are the Jews or whatever, if they don't fit the curses of Deuteronomy 28, this is our identification. This is how we know who we are. You see what I'm saying? So the 40 acres in the mule, we already knew, according to what the Most High told Moses, that we would never get there. So he said, we're going to be a people that's spoiled evermore. Not spoiled as in what we thinking as in like spoil your children now. Spoiled as in have everything taken and sucked out of you. Which is still going on to this day now, because they use us for entertainment. They use us for fashion, clothes, whatever. When you go over to the Caribbean islands, they export billions of dollars from there, and those countries are poor when you get there. You see what I'm saying? So you ain't getting no 40 acres in the mule. But I'm gonna tell you this. So do you believe you're an Israelite? Because I heard you tell Will about the curses. So you read about this.
I know about it. My auntie used to tell me.
Yeah. Do you believe it?
It's kind of hard too, because I'm kind of like discombobulated a little bit.
All right. What you confused about?
Really, I feel like the whole. Some people say it's mythology.
From what?
Mythology. There's some stories.
Mythology about the Bible. All right.
Yeah, but I believe that some of the prophets, majority of the prophets, actually came to pass.
Yeah. But the thing about it is,
it's like, I don't know.
I'm gonna show you this. The thing is, you live in this book. You see what I'm saying? That's what he was trying to explain to the other brother that said that he's in Islam. It's nothing in the book of the Quran that you can show that correlates to what the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are dealing with today. But in this Bible, we can go from the Old Testament to the New Testament and show you, is this happening? Is this happening? Like we already read slave ships, right? All right, now give me Isaiah 1 and 3. I'm gonna show you another prophecy that was prophesied by the prophet Isaiah that we live in right now today in 2017. Watch this.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
All right, so an ox and a jackass are two dumb animals, according to what the scripture said, right? But if you could take an ox from this Mississippi River down here, you can take him 50 miles out, and what's gonna happen? He gonna find out how to get back to the river. This just is natural instinct. You see what I'm saying? So we say the ox knoweth his owner, and the jackass knows his master's crib, right?
But Israel doeth not know.
But who?
But Israel doeth not know.
But these 12 families of people right here have no clue who they are. See what I'm saying? Once you travel and you go and talk to these people, they have no clue who the Israelites are. You see what I'm saying? Because your nationality and your heritage was stripped in slavery. That's what slavery does to you. You see what I'm saying? So that's one prophecy that we could go through that still applies to today. We got the slave ships. We got this one. Let me show you, give me Jeremiah 10. I'm going to show you something else, all right? Because if you're familiar with the Bible, when did Jesus Christ come into the Bible? At what point? The book of Matthew, right? Right, all right, so according to what we have learned here in this captivity, what is December the 25th? What is it?
So-called Jesus Christ.
This is Christmas, right? And it's the birth of Jesus Christ, right? All right, so we just said Christ came into play in the Bible in the book of Matthew, in the New Testament, right? All right, so we're going to read you the Old Testament. This is Jeremiah chapter 10, and I want you to tell me what this sounds like to you, all right?
Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Oh, who?
O house of Israel.
All right, so the Most High is using the prophet Jeremiah to speak to the children of Israel. Every time when you read the scriptures, it's clear who it's pointing to, because every letter has someone who is addressed to, right? That's how this Bible is. Every time it makes it clear who it's addressed to. Like, hey, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? You good? No Bible?
I know what you're talking about.
You know that Cristo Negro? He a heart. But is he Negro? Is this Jesus Christ? Is this, you know him? Yeah, but he not in the Bible. You know that? You knew that this is Caesar Borgia. Did you know that? Did you know that Christ?
All my family. I'm born.
Yeah.
Christian.
Oh my bad. Hey.
For real.
But hey, do you see yourself on this side right here? Do you see yourself on this side right here? Where? Which one are you?
I know.
No, what? Down here.
All this, I know.
You know all that?
I know.
So what tribe you from? Right. So what's your nationality? What's your nationality? Your nationality? From Costa Rica. So you Zebulon. So that would make you from the tribe of Zebulon, right? So you're not a Costa Rican. I'm
from Costa Rica.
Right. So that's what I'm telling you. This is you. You are an Israelite.
That's
According
right.
to the Bible.
That's
You're
right.
an Israelite from the tribe of Zebulon. Do you see what I'm saying? How did let me ask you this. How did your ancestors get to Costa Rica? What's your name?
Robbie.
How did your ancestors get to Costa Rica?
Well, you know, Jesus is for everybody.
No, I'm going to show you something. Give me Matthew 15:24. Hey, I'm going to get back to that point when I'm finna show you.
Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Let me.
All right, go ahead. Well, listen, hey, let me show you one question. Let me read you one scripture before you leave, Robbie. Give me Matthew 15:24. Hey, watch this. Hey, Will, hey, you pay attention to this. Terry, did your grandma teach you this? Read.
This is the book of St. Matthew chapter 15, verse 24.
These are the words of Jesus Christ himself. Read.
But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Hold on. He said, I'm sent to everybody.
But of the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Hey, Robbie just said Jesus Christ is for everybody. No. Y'all said that. Oh, no, you gonna show it. No, you gonna show it to him. Show it to him. Hey, but listen. Matthew 15:24. Matthew 15:24.
I want to see whatever you got.
He gonna read the same thing. Yeah, Matthew 15:24. Hey, so did you hear what he said? Will. I'm talking to Will. Did you hear what that scripture just said? Check it out.
The book of St. Matthew chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
The lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's these people. That's us. You see what I'm saying? That's you. You see what I'm saying? So now, but when we read that, did that say everybody? Or did it say the house of Israel?
Well, you know, let me talk
Now,
about
yes or no?
something.
Yes or no?
Let me tell you something. Everybody know Jesus coming on the cross. He died.
He died on the cross.
Everybody, only some people not can understand exactly what's going on.
What did we just read? He said, I'm not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. There's only one family of people that he came from. You see what I'm saying? He didn't come for every. I'm gonna ask you this. Can the slave master and the slave pray to the same God? Yes or no?
Yes.
They can? So who is the slave master praying to? Who he? They can pray to the same God. What would they be praying for? So,
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Let me back. Somebody wait for me. I'll be there for you. We can talk it better. Okay.
Go ahead. All right. What's my name? Hey, Will, come here. I got the scripture. Nah, you too. You might answer my man question. What's your name? Benny? Yeah, June 19. What's your name? Benny Levante. All right. What's your name, bro? Nick and Benny Levante. All right, I'm Zafan. Hey, I'm gonna tell you another prophecy that we still living today. All right, read.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, and verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them.
All right, so he's speaking to the children of Israel. He said, learn not the ways of the heathen, meaning follow not their customs, which something that we have done in this captivity, we have assimilated. We do, like the officer brought out earlier, we do everything that we are told when they tell you, hey, Columbus Day, you all work, celebrate it. 4th of July, celebrate it. Yeah, we have no understanding of what these days are, what they mean. All right, now check this out.
For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen.
All right, so we say they cut the tree out of the forest, right? Read.
With the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold.
What?
They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go.
Are we good? All right, now, but what I just read, what did that sound like? He said they cut the tree out of the forest. It sounds like Christmas, right? What do? They cut Christmas trees, they decorate it, and they put it on a tree stand, but he said they fasten it with hammers and nails, right? Is that not still relevant till today?
Yeah, that's relevant to today.
This in the Old Testament. The Christmas is $1 billion holiday, right? So you see what I'm saying? These are customs that we following on prophecies that was prophesied in the scriptures that's still alive right now in 2017. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. This Bible is a real book. The Quran don't have things that we're dealing with. Let me hey, give me Baruch 3 and 8 right now. Watch this. I'm gonna show you another prophecy that we are still living today.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 8. Bring it out. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
And what?
In our captivity.
Are we in captivity right now today? Yes or no? Now, physically. Are we? Now I'm just asking. So, do you think we're in captivity? You pay taxes? You gotta pay taxes, right? Because you don't pay taxes, what happens? We're getting locked up, right? So, all right, you gotta pay taxes, all right? Now check this out.
Where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse.
For a what?
For a reproach and a curse.
That's a curse on us, to have to pay taxes. You see what I'm saying? But check this out.
To be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers.
Subject to what?
Subject to payment.
All right, so what's one thing that we all got in common, standing out right here? bills. Cell phone bill, water bill, light bill, taxes. They put taxes on everything. What you say? Car note, car insurance. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm telling you. This is another poverty that we still live. We all paying taxes. We all subject to payments right now as we speak. You see what I'm saying? You say what? No, well, the man that's put the taxes on you was sent against you by the Most High for your punishment. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're saying. These are curses that's on our people. What I'm showing them, you was talking to him back there, what I'm showing him is this prophecies that we still living out in this Bible right now today. The Quran has no prophecies. You see what I'm saying? We on like what, number 4, 5 right now? This gonna be number 5. Give me Isaiah 50. Well, 51, 52. Watch this. Give me Isaiah 51 and 20. Tell me, is this something that's still relevant? This is in the Old Testament. Because a lot of churches teach us that what? The Old Testament done away with. They said Christ came and wrote the New Testament. Christ came and wrote a new covenant. You heard that before? He made a new covenant, right?
I heard that right there. I heard say good.
But that's what we saying. Nah, that ain't it. All right, but look, I'm gonna show you about the covenant. Is what?
Don't tell me.
50.
I bet I know. Tell me. I bet I know.
All right. Nah, it ain't 51 20. All right. Nah, hey, go. Give me. Now give me Hebrew 8 and 8. We'll find it later. Give me Hebrew. What is it? Okay. All right. Check this out. Tell me, does this still apply or is this still relevant today? Read.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 51, verse 20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in the net.
All right, so when you ride through the hood, what do you see? What's one common thing you see? When you pick any hood, mound, east, what they out on a corner, chilling. They ain't got nowhere to go. They just land, like you said, at the head of the street corner, like a wild bull in the net. You don't got nothing to do. All right, check it out.
They are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy God.
Right, because like you said, if you roll by too slow, what they gonna like? Who is that nigga? Y'all know him, I don't know him. Hey, listen, they'll ride whatever. You see what I'm saying? This still speaking about our people. Is there something that's still happening? We can go right around the corner right now, they out on the block. Right, you see what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna show you Will about the covenant. You know what I'm saying? Give me Hebrew 8 and 8. Give me Hebrew 8 and 8 because they told us that Christ came and died and made a new covenant. So you don't got to do the Old Testament no more. You see what I'm saying? That's not true. That's not true. That's the doctrine that they teach in Christianity. But you know what? You cannot find the word Christianity in the Bible. Christianity teaches the Bible, but the word Christianity is not in the Bible. So where it come from? You see what I'm saying? Christianity is a doctrine that was created and it put a twist on the Bible. It took our Bible and taught us Christianity. Let me show you about this new covenant, all right?
I wanted you to tell me about the witch and the dragon. I mean, the woman and the dragon.
What about it?
Can you read that?
Let me show you about this covenant first because other people listening. All right, I'm gonna show you this new covenant.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 8 and verse 8. For finding fault with them, he said, behold, the day is come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant.
All right, this Christ, right? He said the day is gonna come when I'm gonna make a new covenant. Because our forefathers had a covenant in the Old Testament, but he said the day is gonna come when I'm gonna make a new covenant. This is what Christianity hanged themselves on, but they not bringing it out all the way. It was a new covenant, right? Christ was the new covenant, okay? Read.
With the house of Israel.
Oh, with who?
With the house of Israel and the house of Judah.
The new covenant in the New Testament is with the house of Israel and the house of Judah, right?
That's right.
Did that say everybody? So who got the new covenant? We got the covenant. You see what I'm saying? if we got the covenant, then what are the other nations doing with the scriptures? The covenant was made with one people. It's just like the Sabbath day. Y'all familiar with the Sabbath? When is the Sabbath? Is he right? What's the 7th day of the week? It is? Pull your phone out. Look at the calendar and tell me what's the 7th day of the week and what's the 1st day of the week. Give me Exodus 31 and 16.
That's what I say.
Nah, what? Sunday. You say Sunday. But what does the world operate off of? Because you can't go off your own vain opinion. You see what I'm saying? You gotta go out the facts. So what's the 1st day of the week? Is what? Is what? Sunday the 1st day of the week.
I knew I was right.
Yeah, Sunday the 1st day. So the 7th day of the week will be what?
Sunday.
It can't be the 1st and the 7th, bro. Saturday. So the scripture says that the Most High did what? Worked 6 and rested on the 7th, right? The 7th is what? That's the 4th commandment to do what? Honor the Sabbath and keep it holy, right? Alright, so why did you go to church on Sunday then? Because of Christianity. Christianity taught you that. You see what I'm saying? Watch this. The Sabbath day is a covenant between the Israelites and the Most High. It's a requirement that you have to do this. Read.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 31, verse 16. Wherefore, the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath, to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations.
Hey, so it say throughout their generations. How long is that? When does that end?
Generation?
Yeah. You say throughout their generations. It says, you say it's throughout their generations. I'm asking you, when does that end?
Until the day of judgment.
It doesn't end, right, to the day of judgment, throughout their generations, because we still generating, right? So we still got generations coming and coming and coming. You see what I'm saying?
That's why on the news they say the word gonna end, but it's really not.
It says, so it says keep the Sabbath, to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations for what?
For a perpetual covenant.
For a ongoing covenant. You see what I'm saying? So the Sabbath day never go away. But we've been keeping the wrong Sabbath day. Sunday is not the Sabbath. Right. So if you're going out on Saturday and you doing what you please, you in sin.
Bring it out,
you know what I'm saying? Do you know what sin is? I'm gonna keep asking you because you said grandma was a pastor. What is sin?
No, she a minister.
It don't matter. It don't matter. So what is sin?
Sin is very, very, very bad.
It's bad. It's what? Transgression. Alright, so, bro, I can tell you studied a little bit.
You know, I studied a lot.
Studied a lot. Alright, so what I'm saying, but you still say you confused.
No, I'm not really. You know, as far as nationality, because I heard about Rick Goma. She actually came from Ethiopia.
She came from Ethiopia.
It's not about, you know, it's about the fall church.
Yeah.
You know, which you see as a nationality.
So what would be your nationality? You Jew?
I don't know
your father?
But I'm pretty sure he was from America.
From America? He a so-called Negro?
Yeah.
Alright, so that would make you from the tribe of Judah. Because I'm going to tell you this. Give me Romans 8 and 16. Because I'm going to tell you this. If this stuff didn't make sense to you, you probably would have been left. You probably would have been dancing in the street with him. You know what I'm saying? But you though. Huh?
I actually do gymnastics.
Who do gymnastics? How you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Alright. You know what I'm saying? Hey, because one nation is stronger than the other. But watch this.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God.
It's like the thing is that you hear it, you know what I'm saying? You agreeing with what we're saying, you know a lot. You see what I'm saying? But I guess you ain't just fully converted over yet to ready, because you gotta make a change though. Because once you understand that you're an Israelite, you learn you're an Israelite tonight, right? Once you learn that you're Deuteronomy 10 and 12, he know Christ black. Now he already said it.
Hey, I have a quick question. All these people you got on here.
Alright, so
I have a quick question. All these people you got on here, right?
go ahead.
Are these the only people that receive guidance?
They receive guidance?
Yeah.
Anybody can get guidance. Guidance, what you mean? Salvation?
Yeah.
You want is these the only people? Let's see. Let me read the scripture. Alright. Give me Revelations 21 and 12. Alright? You believe in the Bible? You don't believe in the Bible? You do believe in the Bible or you don't? You don't believe in the Bible?
not a Christian.
So then that's why you care about this?
Just asking.
What's your nationality?
What does it matter?
Because you asking about these, I'm asking what's your nationality. I'm gonna answer your question.
Are these all the only people that will receive guidance?
Alright, got one scripture for you. Read.
Why are they so special?
Let me show you. Read.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 21, and verse
12. Start at 11.
Verse 11. Having the glory of God.
It don't matter, just get straight to the point for him. He don't even believe in the Bible, but hey, I'm gonna answer this question for you for the other people that can hear what I'm saying, alright? So you saying, are these the only people that can get salvation? Alright, let's read it. Revelation 21 and 12, read.
Verse 12. And had a wall great and high.
It's speaking about the New Jerusalem. I don't know if you read the Bible or not. Revelation 21 is speaking about the New Jerusalem once Christ returns. Read.
And had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
All right, so who got gates? Who got the gates in the new kingdom?
The children of Israel.
The children of Israel got 12 gates going into the new kingdom, right? All right, so where everybody else going? You said why are they so special? These 12 families got 12 gates. Why they? You said you want to know why they going? What, the other nations? All right. Like, real now. Go stay in Revelation 1:13. Revelation 13 and 10. The other nations gonna be in the kingdom. You see what I'm saying? But they're gonna have a job in the kingdom. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna have a job in the kingdom. Just as like in this kingdom right here, the Negroes have a job, right?
Everyone has a job.
Not everybody. All right, read.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, and verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go.
Shall what?
Shall go into captivity.
All right, so he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. See what I'm saying? All right, so some nations gonna be spared. When the destruction comes, when Christ returns, some people are gonna be spared. You see what I'm saying? Some people gonna go through 12 gates, some people going into captivity. You see what I'm saying? It's simple as that. Because the other nations had these 12 families in captivity. All the other nations at some point throughout history had the Israelites in the captivity. You see what I'm saying? So God is a just God. So just because they are profiting from it now, it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back. That's what it's all about. That's what salvation is all about. Christ is coming to save his lost sheep. You see what I'm saying? So what? The afterlife. You mean after Christ return? Yeah. Because you're in captivity. And this is the last captivity. Alright? So this is yes.
You're saying Jesus will come back to the 12 tribes?
I didn't say it, he said it. Give me Matthew 15:24. I didn't say it. You see what I'm saying? This is written in the scripture. So when you ask, are these the only people? These the only people that's getting salvation. The other nations going into captivity, but they're gonna be serving. These people right here are gonna be ruling. Just like right now, all the other nations in this kingdom are ruling and we are serving.
You're talking about heaven, right?
The new kingdom is heaven on, yeah, the new kingdom is heaven on earth.
Okay, when the day of judgment comes and everyone gets judged.
Yeah.
You're saying all these people, it doesn't matter who they are or what they do, will go to heaven.
No, these people right here that's keeping the commandments. Read, watch this. Read.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 15, and verse 24.
Yeah, this is what I just read here. These the words of Christ. Read.
But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Who's the lost sheep of the house of Israel? Who's the lost sheep of the house of Israel? You don't know. This the house of Israel right here. These the people that got the covenant. These the people that got the promises. Give me Romans 9. Give me Romans 9 and 4. These the people who the Bible was given to. You see what I'm saying? Throughout history, our heritage has been stripped. Our Bible has been stripped. We trace these descendants to the 12 sons of Jacob. Yes. throughout, yes, documented history. Read.
This is the book. This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 4. Who are Israelites?
Who are who?
Who are Israelites?
So he's speaking to the Israelites.
To whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenant.
The what?
And the covenant.
And what?
And the giving of the law.
And giving the Bible.
And the service of God. And the promises of the new kingdom. You see what I'm saying? The Israelites got the adoption. You see what I'm saying? So we are out here compelling the 12 tribes to come into and repent. You see what I'm saying? These are the only people who we out here teaching. We'll take questions from anybody, but we out here teaching the 12 tribes to learn who they are.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.